Hi, this is Mike from Mike's Unboxing Reviews and How To, and I've got far too many fans in my PC, and when I put them onto full blast, it kills the computer. So, looks like a good time for an upgrade. Keep watching to find out more. Okay, so those of you who have watched the channel for quite a while will know that PC in the background has been with me quite a while, and it's got a ton of fans in it. As you can see, there is 6 RGB fans, 120mm fans. I've also got another 2 120mm fans on the all-in-one Cooler Master cooler, and also obviously there's a fan in the power supply as well. So there's a lot of fans in there, a lot of cooling. Now the problem is with my Asus board, it only has a certain amount of fan headers, and I've had to use splitters in various places to be able to connect all those fans up. And this, I think, has taken a slight toll on the motherboard. So if I put the fans onto full speed, which I'll show you shortly, the PC essentially just dies and becomes unresponsive. There's no display on the screen, so it's not a good setup. So this is a fantastic opportunity for me to reduce my fan count and also upgrade my case at the same time, and hopefully get some stability back in my Asus X370 Pro. So first of all, let's show you what happens when I put the fans onto full blast. So this is using the Asus utility, and if I click on the whirlwind or full speed button, you'll probably see the display go straight away. And typically, because we're on camera, it hasn't done it. But generally, if we go into the app, I'll try and do it again. So I actually open up the app and go into Fan Expert. I'll put it onto standard, which actually makes the fans quite bearable. Seems okay. So if I go into full speed now, and typically it hasn't done it, but generally 9 times out of 10 this will actually make the screen go off, and it's just too much of a draw for the current on the fan headers, I presume. It's just causing instability. So what we're going to do is we're going to take out the motherboard, we're going to take everything out, and we're going to build everything back into our new Be Quiet Pure Base 500 case. We're going to minimise the fans, so we're going to have a couple of 140mm fans on the front, a single 140 on the rear, and also an all-in-one cooler on the top, or maybe an Arctic cooler. We'll see what happens in the build. So let's take this thing apart and get on with it. Okay, so that's the build done in the Be Quiet Pure Base 500, and it's actually been a really nice experience. I wish I could say something negative about it, because that is what generally gets views these days, but unfortunately I can't. My only minor criticism, if indeed I could have one, would be really more of a modification. I would love to see a meshed front panel on this case. I did mention it when I did the initial review, and my thoughts still hold true. The upside is it is absolutely silent. Now at the moment you can see the case in the background, and I've currently got the glass side panel removed and everything is running as normal. Windows is running, you can probably see the monitor there. So the system is just idling along and it is absolutely whisper silent. I cannot hear a thing. The fans, essentially there's 6 fans in there at the moment. So you've got power supply fan, you've got the 2 fans in the Arctic Cooling Freezer 2, and the 3 Be Quiet fans, which are both running, rather. So we've got 140mm fans, 1 in the rear, 2 in the front, and it is essentially silent. They are very low RPM. They're currently running around about 300 to 400 RPM. Thereabouts, maximum about 1000, but even on their maximum setting, they are still whisper quiet, and all you can hear really is the movement of the wind. You can't actually hear the fan blades themselves or the whirring of the fans at all. It's purely the movement of air. So you can't really fault them for that. That is a nature of physics. You can't really do a great deal about that. So let's talk about some of the things I actually like about the case in particular. Now, one of which is the cable management run down the side. Now at first, when I first opened the box and looked at it, I was a little bit disappointed not to see rubber grommets. But now after actually doing a build in the case, I'm finding the side channel that goes all the way down is fantastic. It's very easy to get cables to pass through, and also it leaves you so much flexibility, and the cables basically disappear into the background. So absolutely perfect. I can't fault that whatsoever. Other things I like is the ease of use, the spacings, everything's so well made. It's just really is a joy to build in, and it does remind me of that experience with the Fractal Define that I had a while back. That was a very nice experience also. And like I said in the review video, the two do share a lot of similarities in their kind of design language and also in the build kind of methodology. So unfortunately, to kind of wrap things up, I am still suffering with problems with this motherboard. I think it possibly is on its way out, so we've done some further testing. I would have loved to have done some benchmarks in this particular video to compare temperatures between the two cases. The Sharkoon case is in no way a bad case. Like I said in the introduction to the video, it's purely because there's so many fans. I was hoping that I could rectify the faults, but it does seem there is a weakness in this motherboard. So unfortunately, this actually is going to have to be rebuilt again very shortly with a new motherboard and a new setup. So we'll be revisiting that very shortly, but to be honest with you, I'm really looking forward to it. It's very, very easy to build in, an absolute joy to use, super, super silent. For video editing purposes, I've been sat in here doing video editing and I've left the machine on, and I actually didn't realise the machine was still on. It was only because I kind of looked around and said, oh yeah, it is actually on. It is that quiet. So if you're looking for a silent PC in your office or for your workspace or wherever it may be, definitely put the Pure Base 500 on your shopping list if you're looking for a silent PC. So there we go. There has been my build in the Be Quiet Pure Base 500. I've totally enjoyed it. Hopefully those of you that are thinking of getting one, you'll also enjoy it too. If you've got any comments or questions about the build, please feel free to stick them in the comment section below. That's what it's there for. But in the meantime, I've been Mike. This is Mike's Unboxing Reviews and How To, and hopefully we'll be catching you in the very next build video. Thanks for watching.